Good evening. My name is Jamise Terry, and welcome to my video blog number 3 for INF 645, Mercer University, summer of 2019. Our question this week was posed around the question of what is a risk management professional? Risk management professionals typically assess and identify the potential risks that may hinder the reputation, safety, security, and financial prosperity of an organization. Simply put, they are there to ensure that the best interest of the facility is taken care of and that there is no potential loss. They also implement processes and procedures to ensure that the organization is fully prepared to deal with any potential threats, meaning they work either proactively, looking ahead, ensuring that all of the departments and hospitals are acting according to policies, looking ahead to see if there are any future potential risks that are coming down the line, or acting reactively, meaning that they have assessed or been made aware of a particular incident within the hospital that has occurred, and they do a full investigation to determine if there is a potential risk for the loss of anything financial, safety, security-wise, for either the patient, the hospital staff, or any visitors. So some of the functions and responsibilities of the risk management professional in the healthcare organization, like I said, they identify and evaluate risk to help decrease injuries to patient, staff, and visitors. They work globally to ensure the best interest of the facility is kept in mind. Like I said, they work both proactively and reactively to prevent or minimize the effects following such events. Their focus includes, but is not limited to, patient safety, any mandatory federal regulations, potential medical errors, existing or future policies and legislation that has an impact on the healthcare field. An example with patient safety may be ensuring that the hospital housekeeping, environmental services staff, when they do mop a floor, that they put down the wet floor sign for a minimum time frame to ensure that the floor is completely dry before allowing people to walk on it without knowing that it is wet. Mandatory federal regulations. I recall a time at my facility where we actually had a device that was under recall, federal recall, that we had to remove from use because of a potential risk that had been identified nationwide. So the risk management stepped in and ensured that that device was not being used within the facility. Also, with potential medical errors, anytime there's a new medication brought onto the market, our pharmacy staff, they have a list of medications that look like, sound alike. So if it has a potential to look like or sound like another medication, then they identify it with a hard stop when we're trying to either remove it from the medication dispensing unit, or when they send it up from the pharmacy, it is notated with either increased print, increased font size, so that you know that it's that medication versus another medication, et cetera, et cetera. The risk management professional may also develop response plans. For example, in case of a mass casualty event, either within or outside of the hospital, that could mean, for example, a couple of years ago, there was a massive car accident. Actually, it was a bus that was bringing some athletes, I believe, through the city, and the bus veered off the road, and there was a mass, what we call a mass casualty event, where there's an influx of patients coming into the emergency room. So the risk management team is involved in developing plans for those type of events. They also communicate with the stakeholders of the hospital. They document and report risk and adverse circumstances, and they continuously monitor the system for any new threats. My source is notated below. So who does the risk management professional report to? That generally depends on the size of the organization. For smaller organizations, a risk management professional may report directly to the board of trustees and or CEO. For more larger facilities, typically in the metro area, they may actually have more than one risk management professional that's assigned to different parts of the organization. For example, you may have one risk management professional whose sole focus is on the inpatient arena versus one who focuses on the outpatient. They may both report to a director of risk management who then reports to the board of trustees or CEO. This is a hierarchical structure. This is the type that we have at my facility, where we have, I believe there are 3 risk management professionals that report to a manager of clinical risk management, who reports to the director, who then reports to one of the VPs, the chief administrative officer. So what is the relationship of the risk management professional to the board? It should be pretty transparent. They should work together to help minimize the overall potential liabilities and minimize financial loss and reputation downfall from any such events. Risk management is highly involved with ensuring that the company's best interests are kept at heart. Thank you and have a good evening.